Hey everybody, and welcome to GameTime. My name is JJ, and today we're going to play some classic Enix games from the Super Nintendo. We are going to play Brainlord. Now, as you guys all know, I play all kinds of different games, so I got a bunch of different games on the go right now. But I did want to play. I was in the mood. I was in the mood for some classic RPG action, so I was going to start a new game of Brainlord. So let me show you what Brainlord is. It is not for the weak. This game will bust your brain. It will totally frustrate you. So let's put in our name, and I'll show you how to get through Brainlord bit by bit. It is one hell of a puzzle action RPG, man. If you liked Lufia for the Super Nintendo, the puzzles are what relate to Lufia, and you know what I mean when I talk about Lufia, but it is kind of a Zelda clone. You do get heart pieces, you get, different weapons, you get, different armor. It is an action RPG, and when I first played this game, it took me so long to get through just the second dungeon because of all the puzzles that are in this game. Like pushing blocks and switches, and you cannot proceed until you figure out a puzzle or something. And when this came out, like, there was no really internet, man. It was time to give her, because if you didn't figure it out, you were stuck, and you had to put that game away for the next time, until you're not frustrated anymore. So the game pretty much, the story is, there's one of the guys in the Dragon Clan, and the Dragon Clan, as they're explaining right now, used to ride dragons, and they went extinct, and you're gonna try to save the world and become a dragon warrior. You know what I mean? So, story starts out with your father leaving the village, and you never see him again. Yeah. Crazy. But in this first episode, we're just gonna get started. We're gonna get everything cracking. It's going to be sweet. We're going to get ourselves going onto the first dungeon, and we will get you to the first dungeon so that you know how to get there, and the Tower of Light. So the thing with this game too is that as you progress through the game, you've got these 4 little NPCs that follow you throughout the game. They don't really do anything, but they do provide lots of tips and tricks and stuff like that. They'll even give you items and stuff if you find them, and sometimes you use them to your advantage inside the dungeon. You might need them to open a switch or something like that. It's all part of the storyline, so it's not like you'd miss it. But these characters, some of them are quirky, some of them have little side stories, but it's kind of your relation to other adventurers in this world, you know what I mean? So you start off the game in this little town called Arx, and you start off reading this note saying that somebody wants some dragon scales. So your first journey is going to be to make it to the Tower of Light and make it to the 4th floor. Every dungeon's got 4 floors, and kill the dragon. Yeah, you didn't see my air quotes there, but they were there. So you start off with a sword. Pretty simple little menu there. Your status. Yeah, you get to carry, I think, 3 pages worth of items, so you got to watch what you're carrying. The return button just brings you back to where you started, puzzle-wise and stuff like that. So this is our wonderful little town of Arx. You can jump around. It's kind of something that you don't get to do in Zelda games. There's a little church there. It doesn't really do anything. You've got your little blacksmith's house here, and you have to talk to him before the guy at the top of the village will let you out of the village. Considering now he's contracting you as a dragon, fighter, and he'll pay you 10 grand for every dragon scale you bring. That is a good deal. I am definitely gonna go get you some dragon scales, dude. So it's pretty sweet. We don't have to go into these houses yet. It's just a couple shops. They don't really sell anything. Don't have a whole lot of money right now anyways. And this old dude tells you a little bit of the storyline. It's pretty sweet. Now, kind of your first little mini quest here. You go up into this lady's attic, and you're gonna kill all the rats that are up there. You get a couple treasure chests, get your first shield, and a little secret note there with some secret on it. You just gotta figure it out. You know what I mean? This game's full of little secrets and stuff, and some of the secrets are very vague, and you will miss them if you absolutely do not know what is going on. Like, you can miss a lot of stuff in this game. And we will grab ourselves an old scrap of paper. And we got a buckler. So we'll go into our items. And see, this is our inventory menu. We will equip this. Now, when a weapon, or sorry, a shield tells you how much endurance there is, it'll block 30 hits. That's what it means, you know what I mean? So you just get bigger shields that have more, you know, capabilities to block, you know, because once you get hit 30 times, for example, with this buckler, your buckler will be destroyed. And the scrap of paper just gives you a couple little tips and tricks on where to find a secret passageway inside the Tower of Light, which I will show you a little bit later. I know where it is, so I don't need it, but it's all good. So now we are okay. We are going to go to the shop. And this guy will sell you some cheese and some apples and stuff like that. This game, you know, goes by almost like heart pieces, like heart, you know, hit points for, like Zelda, you know what I mean? So you don't get a whole lot of hit points. So, you know, an apple heals 3 hit points and a piece of cheese heals 6. I don't use the herbs or the orbs very much to increase your strength or whatnot, you know what I mean? I don't get poisoned too much, maybe later in the game. But when I find them, I usually sell them. They're worth a lot of money. Everything is very expensive, so you want money. But you get money pretty quick in this game. The downstairs of this building has a weapon shop that is not open yet. The blacksmith can't make any weapons until you come back from the Tower of Light with the dragon scales, it seems. So we will go north and head out of the village, and you'll find a couple of these little weird Cyclops looking dude, give you 200 bucks a pop. That's what those little numbers are when they die. So we'll swing them, and your sword has kind of a really huge range as well. It almost goes all the way around your body, so you gotta take that into advantage. You can hit stuff that is almost behind you, so take that into consideration when you're fighting a bunch of enemies and stuff. The strongest weapons in the game are like the Morning Star and whatnot. I don't like it. I don't like the range on it. I like something a little further, even if it's a little weaker. I usually stick to the boomerang and stuff like that once I get later in the game. I just like to keep my distance of stuff. So on the way to the Tower of Light up here, as we go up and around, we're going to stop by this little hut and go downstairs. Downstairs in this little hut, there's a bunch of little enemies, and if you kill them, come here. You get a couple of your best treasure chests so far to start us off. Come here. Yeah. See, I've already got 2,200 bucks. So we have found a Crimson Jade. Now the thing with this game is that you get to carry up to 2 familiars out with you at any good time. I'm gonna name them Cecil after my cat. And you can have 2 at a time. And what they do is, once you do take them out of the gem, they have various skills. Like for example, I'm gonna take out Cecil out of this Crimson Jade, and he pops out, and he can level up as he collects different little items and stuff as you kill enemies. It's really cool. This guy shoots fireballs. I am very selective on who I choose, because there's only so many of the orbs available in the world for your familiars to level up. So I usually keep this guy and the one that gives me light and health. Those are the only 3 I really use in this game. Some people might prefer ones that give you defense or protect you from other stuff or whatnot. You know, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, you know what I mean? They all look different and stuff, and they're cool, you know, and they're nice to mess around with. But if you want ones that are really strong, try to pick and choose, you know, only a couple. You know, 2 would be the best, but I find that there's 3 familiars that are really useful. And see the little blue orbs, they eat those and they do not come back. So they're very limited. They usually pop up every, I don't know, 4 or 5 enemies or something like that. So new familiar gets stronger. So we're making our way to the Tower of Light. It's actually a pretty linear pathway. You can't really miss it, but we're gonna get there. Brainlord is one of my, you know, really favorite Super Nintendo RPGs. I used to play it a lot. I used to play with a lot of different people when I was a child, but this is the way to the Tower of Light. We have now arrived to the tower. It doesn't look very big, but we are here, and I'm going to put part 1 to an end. Now that we are here, I'm going to save our game and read a couple little notes. There's lots of these little plaques all over the world, so you're going to read them. Give you little tips and tricks. Yes, I do know what this statue is. Mwah. The save point. Save our game. and I'll see you on the next part. Peace out. Happy gaming, everybody.